This is a community I would have fought for. This is a community I would have gladly have been a part of, if and only if I felt acceptance from it. I've got enough indications to prove that I will never get acceptance from this community. So I'm going to burn it down. I believe in burning it down and burning all the flags. It's that simple. Flags cause problems anyway. Flags indicate division. When everyone's got all these different flags, that encourages division, in my opinion. No, it's a fact. Never mind that. It's a fucking fact. It's an undebatable fact that flags cause division when there's too many flags that people want to sport. I will not get a flag. And I got a little bit of traction from the things I'm talking about. People are paying attention. They are. And I'm going to spread the word more on this. It's one thing when it comes from other communities. You expect it if it's coming from the cisgender white Republican male demographic. You already expect that. But you shouldn't have to worry about it from who should be your very own. You should not ever have to worry about it from those who should be your own. A group that likes to pride themselves on an umbrella of unity is just not that. They are doing the opposite. They are making people hate them. So don't be surprised if you see another burnt flag that it's going to be me one of these days burning it. It's coming from within the movement. Nobody else is any of your problems as much as the people that you've turned down and that you've disgraced and shattered them because you wouldn't give them anything or any opportunity or friendship or roommates or anything like that. And you wanted to be a little pug bitch. You're getting what you deserve. Like I said, absolutely no fucks given about that shooting. No, I wish they would have took more people, actually. I wish you would have took more people. But hey, it's a message. It's a message. It needed to be sent, and more of them need to be sent too. Because there are pissed off people who would have fought for your movement, but you didn't have the decency to include them. You picked any stupid reason to not introduce someone to your friends, to get them opportunities, to get them ahead in life. If you had the opportunities yourselves and the resources, you could have passed them on to another LGBT person. But you choose not to. You chose the white privilege route. And that's where I'm getting really fucking pissed off at you. Especially you millennial motherfucking liberal trans people. I'm very angry at you and especially disappointed because you want to claim you're the most tolerant and you aren't by any measure. I realize I can never ever get any of you as an audience. As it is, I don't know what to say about this, about the ages anyway. There's age segregation too, which should be eliminated. That should also be eliminated. I hate the fact that you segregate by age also. Now you understand why you're the so-called victims of attacks now? Why people are increasingly hating you around the country? And this shouldn't be a right-left issue. This should be a matter of common sense and decency issue. That when you discriminate, you get every goddamn thing back to you tenfold. And by rejecting me, you made a fatal mistake. You're rejecting your life, is what you're doing. You may have more than me right now, but you're not going to be saying that in 2 or 3 years when everything goes south for you. It's because you rejected me. That's why your life is going down. I enhance everybody's life. Let's face it, I am the glue that holds every fucking defensive unit together. If you reject somebody like me, just be warned that things are going to get worse for you. Things are going to get worse for you. And I've proven that time and time again, that when I stop to zero in on something, someone's going to talk about it not too long after me. I get the chain going. I get the whole thing going and stirred up. And then everyone starts talking about it. Then people are going to start reporting on how they feel the same way as I do. So all I'm doing here is just opening the doors for something that's going to be to come. People talking about a real serious problem. Because I don't see straight people doing anything to you. I don't. In fact, what disheartens me more is that the as far as someone being friends to me, I have more of a chance to be friends with a cisgender Christian person than I do with any of you. You don't come through for your community. You're hypocrites, you're self-centered, and you only think about your fucking selves. And you censor anybody who disagrees with you. And that's where my fucking problem comes in. With this fucking joke of a community that they want to call the LGBTQIA. ZBD da da. The more letters you add to it, the worse your fucking shit got. Let's be real here, huh? And even in the past, too, I never understood those motherfuckers who constantly, for several years, up until their 70s, lived as a man during the day and a female at night. And they just continued this double life business up for so many years. Even back then it was fucked too. But now it's on a whole different level of fuckery. With the millennials and the Z's and all that. Now it's on a totally different level. It's like, because now you got everything in there now that's raw. Just remember, to those of you who reject me, all right? It's a big fatal mistake spiritually on your behalf. Because if someone like me was ever lifted into power, you know what that means for you? That means literally that you're going in the cooker, is what that means. You're going in the cooker. And you did it to yourself. That's what that would mean. You're going in the cooker. And I can tell you that right now. You're going in the fucking cooker. That's it. And nothing else more to say on that. I'm in an age right now where a lot of things irritate me. A lot of things irritate me. So, you better watch what you do and say around me. That's all I'm going to say. It may be on your head forever and ever and ever. Remember, you have one chance to be my friend. You have one chance. If you fuck that up, you never get that back. I have cemented an opinion about you from here on out, especially when I remember why you did it, or whatever, or your tone when you did it. I hold grudges for life. I have malice toward people who do me wrong. And I also believe in the enemy of my enemy is my friend. I subscribe to that completely. And that's it. My issue is now focused on going at this community. I'm going to be retired mostly with everything on here. But if I have anything to say, it's going to be strictly about LGBTQ issues and going hard at a community that does not accept people. And I'll say it again. I'll say it. If I said it before, I'll say it again. There's more bad members amongst the LGBTQ that are not nice people than any other group. And I know this for a fact. When I said certain other groups or races had people that weren't good and more of them weren't good than were, well, the LGBTQ takes the cake, actually. They are even above. They have more bad members than good members. More than any other group that I've encountered. And sure, as bad as some of the stuff the other groups did, you know, there are at least more good people to be found amongst that group. At least. But the LGBTQ, I can't name one person that I can give a medal to. I can't name one person who is a real shining star. I can't name one person. They're all a bunch of robots. They're brainwashed and they're programmed like zombies. It is so fucking true. They're all part of a board. You say one thing, they feel slighted on or something, or they take it to heart. Well, so do I, too. Remember, I showed up in a town, happened to run into a trans person at a thrift store. But then when I started mentioning the hard topics, that person didn't want to talk about it all of a sudden. I don't want to talk about politics today. It's like, what? Because it's a real friggin' issue. That's why I'm mentioning it to you. And I literally said this after I was done talking to this person. I'm like, oh, one more thing. Just in case you've had problems with other trans people, know that I'm not one of them. And this person automatically got touchy. Like, oh, I don't want to talk about politics. Instead of telling me off, like, yeah, I am discriminatory. Yeah, I don't like you. The LGBTQ is systematically racist. They're not going to outwardly say their biases. They are very sneaky about it, though. And they are making others feel uncomfortable. Like me, who could have fought for them if I had enough allies. I would have fought for the hell out of the community. But now you made an enemy out of me, and there's no talking me down. Because nobody will. Nobody will address the claims I am making besides flag or get offended. They're not going to come to me and say, look, we still have good people here. There's no one I know who really will do that. That's the thing. Hardly anybody. Come forward if you will, but I don't see the evidence. Come forward now or forever hold your peace is what I'm saying to you. I really am now under the impression you are a community full of bad people who like to exploit others instead of really making this about preservation and life and hoping everyone does well. No. You're not really for any of that. You're just as corrupted as all these other people that I've been fighting with. Like the right wing. Or whatever. Pretty sad if I have to take their word a little bit better than yours. Really. So, with all that being said, I might talk about this more another time. Oh, I'm definitely sure to talk about this another time and all that. And yes, I will not be involved in the same way on here as I used to be. So if you are thinking that I'm going to be coming back like I used to be, think again. My videos are only going to be about LGBTQ from now on. And it's going to bore the shit out of some people, but this is all I'm going to talk about from now on. Why? Because I'm not mentioning anybody else by name. I'm done doing that. I'm through with it. I've moved on. I'm not going backwards. I'm going forwards. I am retired. That's all there is to it. And that's it.